Hey guys, welcome back to this brand new video. Today I'm going to show you how to set up MoeWalls LivePaper. It's a little and simple software to use. So in the first instance, I'm going to show you how to download and install MoeWalls LivePaper. And then I'm actually showing you how to actually use LivePaper. But first guys, if you want, you can go down on this video in the comment section and click on the first comment that I pinned. This will bring you to my Fiverr, and here you can get a YouTube logo and banner or a modern minimalist YouTube logo and banner for your YouTube channel. But now back to the video. Now my previous video on my channel actually shows you how to download and install free animated wallpapers. So in case that's something you want to know, there's actually a tutorial up here in the right corner where I show you exactly how to actually get free animated wallpapers. But we in any case are going to jump right in here. Actually going to type MoeWalls here. There we go. Just go to the first website right here, make sure it's MoeWalls.com. And as you can see right here, we're on the website. As you can see here, all of the animated wallpapers and also in categories right here. But we're actually going to go up here to software. Now in the past, there actually used to be two softwares, MoeWalls and LivePaper. But nowadays you actually only have LivePaper right here. And that's actually the one we're going to download here. Just simply click download. It will actually start downloading up here in the right corner. As you can see right here, when it's done, you can see right here LivePaper.zip. We're actually going to do show in folder right here. It will be in your downloads probably right here. So we're actually going to do first here is actually right click on it and do extract all. Just going to do extract here. As you can see, we have the folder right here. Now if you click on it, as you can see right here, you want to have this application right here, simply called LivePaper. As you can see, here's a small window. Close this right here. Okay, so there we go. It's very simple to use. If you actually go to gallery right here, but actually as you can see right here, redirect us to the MoeWalls website so that you can actually go ahead and download and install a animated wallpaper in case you didn't have any yet. Once again, that's something I show you in that previous video. I'm just going to close this again. What you can actually also do is click on browse here. Now they do actually have a sample video right here. And as you can see, if it's selected right here, you just have to click apply. So always click apply. And so as you can see right here, it just has been added. It's a little pretty simple animated wallpaper that just gives you an idea on how it works. Then I'm actually going to do browse again and actually add the wallpaper that I want to add. So as you can see right here in downloads, I'm actually going to add this one right here. So this is my personal animated wallpaper that I actually downloaded. And so if once again, if I click apply here, as you can see right here. Now if you scroll underneath here, unfortunately you will see this bar right here. But generally speaking, if you go over the wallpaper, you don't always see it. As you can see, there's not that much movement in there, but it's clearly animated. You can, by the way, also check this right here, set on Windows Startup, which means that immediately the moment you started up Windows, the wallpaper starts playing immediately, so you don't have to actually always manually re-add the animated wallpaper in question. So that's a nice little option right here. Now if you actually want to stop this one, you can just simply do delete. It will just go back to your normal wallpaper. Now you can also add an URL in this case that you can set as your wallpaper, but you have to follow a certain specific link for it to work properly. Otherwise you're just going to set a whole web page as a wallpaper, which is actually possible if you actually want to add an entire web page. You can also just click right here and do, for example, as you can see, I just copy pasted google.com right here, do apply. And as you can see right here, I mean, this is actually my wallpaper right now, and as you can see, it's Google. Now you can't really search anything. It's just simply, as I said, it's only the web page that's going to show as a wallpaper. But if that's something you want, you can always apply it. But as you can see, if I delete it right here, it'll just be removed again. That isn't really useful, except if you really want to add just one web page as a wallpaper for some reason. But you can, as I said, actually do a specific video. As you can see right here, if you have, for example, this video, now you could take the entire URL for some software and just copy paste that, just doing Ctrl-C, Ctrl-V. But actually here in MoeWalls' LivePaper, you actually have a specific link that you have to follow. Don't worry, I will put that in the description below. Now this right here, as you can see, is the link. Now you actually have to replace the video idea and the parentheses right here. I'm going to show you with what. So I basically have to take, because as I said, we need a specific video link for this one. And go up here. And after the equal sign, I'm just going to take this part up until the underscore channel. So generally you want to take anything that's between the watch right here, but if there's an equal, just going to take behind the equal right here and copy only this part right here. Copy this part right here. So once again, Ctrl-C. You can see I have the link right here. As I said, just replace the parentheses and the video idea word like this. Ctrl-V. I'm just going to do the same right here at the end. Remove video idea including the parentheses. Ctrl-V again. And now actually there's the option to loop it. So if you don't want to loop it, you do 0. Here it's actually muted if you do 1. But you can also do 0 right here to mute it, or 1. That's entirely up to you. But there we go. Now I'm going to click apply here. And as you can see right here, because it's a video, you can actually go through a certain part as well. You have the loading bar right here. And just take it to anywhere in the video. You can also pause it. But if you actually remove your cursor, this will also disappear and you will only see the background. As you can see right here. And then you can just do delete again to remove it. But it is true that I don't really recommend that option. You can actually do it to put the video link, but I think it's better to just, as I said, browse here the video in question and apply it right here. But there's going to be videos that are like 1 hour, 2 hours, or 5 hours long that you might just want to consider only using the URL. And last but not least, if you actually want to change the volume here of a certain wallpaper, you have to go back to the folder right here and go to MPV. You go to mpv.conf from like config, so configuration. Double click on it, open it with Notepad. And so right here, as you can see, you actually have to go down here to volume and you can put it, for example, at 50. You can do save. As you can see now it will actually be the next one you actually apply will actually be at 50% volume, so half of the volume. Because 100 is basically going to be the loudest volume, the max volume. And here as you can see, if you do 50, it's going to be half of that volume. And of course you can do like 70, 60, 30, whatever you want it to be. But just make sure you only have to do it once here to change it. And then you can just go ahead and do save right here or Ctrl S. But anyway, then you can just close this. And you can actually also direct download files from the Steam Workshop. I can actually show you guys if I right click here, then I go to Task Manager. Then I can also do Ctrl Alt Delete and actually go to LivePaper right here and right click and go to details. You can also go to details by going right here. But basically it takes you to LivePaper right here, .exe. We right click, set priority. And then you can do, for example, above normal, high or real time to give it a high priority. If you, for example, have a hard time with the CPU of your computer, it clearly has a hard time loading the animated wallpaper, if you will. As I said, you can always consider just putting this priority up right here. And as I said, it's probably going to be a normal, so just do anything of like above normal, high or real time and see how much it affects it basically. But that's in case you're having problems with that. If by the way, you also want to just put it on pin to taskbar right here, you can do it right here. You just click pin to taskbar. You can also right here, as you can see, LivePaper. Click right here, do open file location. As you saw earlier, we are just in this folder right here. And section can go ahead and LivePaper right here. Right click, do show more options. And you can actually do pin to start right here. Now if you do that, it's going to be right here in your start menu. But if you right click again here, do show more options and do send to, you can actually do this to your desktop as well. That will create a shortcut if that's something you want, of course. But anyways guys, this was a MoeWalls LivePaper tutorial. The software isn't bad. I will say there are some better ones out there, but this is just a nice little free animated wallpaper software that you can use in case you just want something simple or you have like a low-end PC. This can be very useful actually, because it doesn't require that much high settings or anything fancy to run it. As you can see, pretty simple software to use right here. In any case guys, hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please leave a like, it would be really nice. Subscribe, would also be really nice. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.